Man, this team looking pretty good now. Alola everyone, Trayman1 here. We're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon anime review. Today we're covering part 3 of Ash vs. Kukui, the final collision between Incineroar and Torracat. So let's go ahead and get into my summary and thoughts on this episode. The episode starts with continuing with Nagadel versus Lucario. And I gotta say, Nagadel did a pretty good job in this battle, landing many hits on Lucario. You know, Lucario is always the one that takes Ash down. I remember Karina's, Cameron's, like, Ash just had such a struggle against Lucario's. And even Nagadel did struggle a bit in this battle. But at the end of the day, Nagadel did really good. For one, we got to see it use Thunderbolt, which, you know, Melmetal and Nagadel are the only two Pokemon that Ash have other than Pikachu that know electric type move at that Thunderbolt. And Ash has never used Thunderbolt with Melmetal, so I didn't think he was going to use it with Nagadel, but he did. And I'm like, yo, let's go. And the strategy that Ash used to defeat Lucario was pretty nice as well. It basically did what Incineroar did to Melmetal, where they were caught in a collision. And with Nagadel's 2-second meters, he decides to go for Dragon Pulse, destroying this Lucario. And whew, I was so relieved after that because, you know, I thought this Lucario would have did a lot more to Ash's team. And Nagadel got a win, so yes, let's go. Also love how Nagadel acts just like Poipo. Like, it still does the spinning thing and everything. It's just like Poipo. It's so cool seeing this. But after this, we get to the main fight, and I gotta say, I love how they introduced both Incineroar and Torracat. Both Ash and Kukui's Pokemon, like Pokeballs, raised up and kind of like made this connection scene, and that's when they both came out. That was really cool. Also, this episode's animation itself was just amazing because it was good old Masake Owan, who does really amazing episodes. So I already was hyped for this episode to begin with. And the way both Torracat and Incineroar went into this battle was super nice, with Torracat still having the blast burn effect on him. And you can really see just how much effort Torracat's putting into this fight, literally knocking Incineroar out of Darkest Lariat. I was like, whoa. Torracat was also really using speed to his advantage, using a lot of flame charges, just knocking Incineroar left and right. I was like, yo, let's go. Both Pokemon seem pretty even in this fight too, with Incineroar still being very powerful, just taking on Fire Blast straight on. I just feel like Incineroar's like, oh, I remember this dang move. It's the move that knocked me out when I was a Litten, so, you know, it's ready for it now. But we had a lot of nice shots of, you know, just Torracat and Incineroar giving their all, having all this aura and stuff. It was a really nice fight. And the music choices in this episode was really nice as well. I remember we got to hear the Totem theme and a few other tracks that were really nice. Not the Totem theme, the Reggie's theme. My bad, everyone. I kind of confuse those sometimes. But yeah, we didn't actually hear the champion theme in this episode, though, which was kind of surprising because I thought it was going to play in every episode of this fight. But I feel like they're saving that final champion theme for the final fight. Pikachu versus Tapu Koko, which will be really amazing. Oh, and in the scene where we got to see, it was just like episode 63, where Incineroar grabs Torracat by the head. It's just like, no, like you can hear how Incineroar's just squeezing Torracat's head to him and can't do nothing. I'm just like, not again, you know, because this is how Torracat lost the first time, and the second time, that's how Litten evolved. So it's like, oh, he couldn't do nothing in the scene. Taking throat chop once again, but it actually still stands after this, even though it's shown to take a lot of damage. And what I thought was Blaze, which I don't think it was, but it was just them firing up, like basically entering their second form, third form. I'm like, what the heck? Like, Torracat basically enlightened his body with fire. And when it used Revenge on Incineroar, you just see the look on Incineroar's face like, oh, shoot. Like, you know, Revenge is stronger, you know, after the opponent gets hit. So that was a pretty strong Revenge. Incineroar was looking kind of scared. It was to the point that Revenge caused Incineroar to fire up too. But Torracat goes even further beyond into his second stage. I'm just like, yo, this was so cool. And to be honest, I didn't think we were going to see this because I knew Pikachu versus Tapu Koko was going to be the Z-move clash. But we actually get to see Ash use the Firium Z along with Kukui, mind you. So they both decide to go for their Firium Z. I feel like Kukui knows, you know, that he met Ash possibly. I don't really know. It seems like he does. He's just not telling Ash that was him. And the collision of these two Z moves were sick. Like, I gotta say, the animation was super clean throughout this entire scene. And literally, we got to see it become this giant fiery ball. And I'm surprised Cowboy wasn't crying or like, oh my gosh, look at this is the best battle ever. I guess he was just so into the fight, and it was such a serious moment that not even Kiawe could have a comedic scene like that right there. So it was crazy watching this. And what shocks me is that both Torracat and Incineroar go into the Infernal Overdrive ball, going for one more revenge and throat chop. And this scene was amazing. Like, X, Y, and Z's Ash Greninja theme was playing. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, let's go. Because I freaking love this. I used to get hyped every time that theme played in the episode. Heck, I was so surprised when it played in the Ash and Dia episode. Because I was like, what? And I loved how they used it in the gym battle episode of Sun and Moon against, what's his name? The dragon type gym leader. I forgot his name. Ryuku, yeah. That was really nice. And the two hits collide, leaving just this huge explosion. So I'm just thinking, they're going to tie. That was my mindset watching this. They're going to tie. Like, there's no way that they're both just going to be still standing. I thought we were going to cut to the scene. They were both going to be on the ground faint. But I was wrong. They were both still standing. I'm like, okay, I got some strength to you. And they pull a reverse X, Y, and Z on us, right? Just like Charizard, Torracat almost falls, but still stands. And Incineroar, like Greninja, standing strong. And his eyes just roll up and then it falls, just like Greninja did. I'm like, yo, Torracat did it. He won. And this scene completely caught me off guard. You know, throughout the entire series, I've been saying, Torracat's going to evolve. I hope Torracat's going to evolve. Torracat has to evolve. But as the series went on, I started having my doubts because, you know, there were plenty of times it could evolve, especially on episode 125 when he went back in time to go see Kukui. That's the moment I said, he has to evolve here. He didn't evolve. So as we got into the league, I started to lose hope that he was going to evolve. But Torracat evolves and outrises Ash's Incineroar. Let's go. I was super happy when this happened. I'm like, yes, it finally evolved. And I noticed in the Sun and Moon. But with the next series, you know, taking place in all regions, and it seems like Ash is going to be back in Kanto and stuff, I really do feel like we'll see Ash's old Pokemon. And I feel like Incineroar will get a lot of love in the next series. That's what I'm hoping for so much. But yeah, even though Torracat evolved into Incineroar, something weird happened. Incineroar was just stuck right there, like in the middle of a roar. So I'm sitting there like, the heck is going on? It turns out that Ash's Torracat fainted. In the middle, right after evolving, in the middle of just standing there, it faints. And I'm like, what the actual heck? It was just so creepy to me the way Incineroar was just standing there. Like, his eyes were just blank. It's sitting there in the middle of the roar. Like, that's a scary looking Pokemon to just freeze like that. Like, it wasn't moving a single muscle. I'm surprised it didn't fall or anything. Like, that's how weird it was to me. Even though we didn't get to see Incineroar battle, though, it did amazing. And I'm so glad Ash has an Incineroar. His team is looking really nice now. And then we have good old Troll Coco, where we're finally going to see what Kukui's 6th member is. But Tapu Koko decides to come down and literally smacks that Pokeball right out of Kukui's hand. And we're like, no! I just feel so bad for it. Like, it just got disrespected by the Island Guardian. Many people believe it was a Trevenant that Kukui had. And I can see why they're saying that. But looks like we'll never know. But yeah, good old Nagadel comes back out to fight Tapu Koko in the final clash. Tapu Koko versus Nagadel and Pikachu. And I gotta say, it's gonna be pretty nice. And I'm glad Nagadel's fighting Koko first because, you know, Pikachu already fought Empoleon, so it's not gonna be going in its full power. So Nagadel can weaken Koko down enough to where possibly Pikachu and Koko will be at the same, you know, amount of health where they can have a full out fight. And don't forget, since Electric Terrain's here, Nagadel has Thunderbolt, so Ash can really do some really nice stuff with Nagadel in this. But I'm super pumped for this final episode, especially because the animation. In the preview, it looks so clean. Like, I'm sitting there like, dang, look at this. Like, it's just so much action-packed and amazing moves being used, and I can't wait. I thought this episode looked amazing. I didn't see anything yet, because next week's episode will be really nice. But I gotta say, I really loved this episode. 10 out of 10, without a doubt. This was one of the best fights that we've gotten in a while. Like, I really loved it from start to finish. Torracat did amazing. Now, Incineroar. Like, I love that it evolved so much because I've been wanting Ash to get an Incineroar for so long. And now that he has it, I'm like, yes, let's go. And just take a look at this team. This team is pretty nice. Pikachu, the Decidueye Rowlet. Yes, I'm calling it the Decidueye Rowlet because when it puts that costume on, it's a beast. Rowlet may look small, but it's really strong. It's on Braviary, Decidueye, Probopass, freaking the Venezuelos, it took down many amazing opponents. So don't sleep on Raleigh. Lycanroc, Dustform, Incineroar, Nagadel, and Melmetal. Like, this is a powerhouse team with Ash having an Ultra Beast, a Mythical, the final Evolve starter. At that, the one that's his Smash Bros. So it's like his own form of Lycanroc, his own Z move with Pikachu and the Incineroar. It's like, yo, this team is pretty good. And it was slept on so hard before the league. And I'm like, y'all don't sleep on this team. Ash got a pretty nice team. And yep, here we go. Now people are witnessing the true power of Sun and Moon Ash. Which is like, let's go. In the comment section down below, let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Are y'all glad that Torracat evolved into Incineroar finally? Because I know I am. And yeah, just let me know what y'all thought of the fight. And who do you think is going to win, Ash or Kukui? I have full faith that Ash is going to beat Tapu Koko. Like, Pikachu has to. This is the big final fight. And it's Ash's Pikachu, so... yeah, Lycanroc won the league, but let Pikachu win Ash's first champion battle. If Pikachu loses, it's gonna be like so sad because it seems like Pikachu can just never get Ash that final win he needs. So I want Pikachu to beat Tapu Koko once and for all. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. TreyMan1. Peace out.